So, as we like challenges in these conferences, we'll try something new, a new format where we have 3-minute talks to be able to cram as much as possible in the agenda because a lot of interesting things are being done. So let's start with David Chisnall, who will talk about Kudu.
Thank you. Yeah, so I have 3 minutes to tell you all about a new core. I'm sure it'll go fine. So does anyone here not know about CHERIoT? Any hands? No? Great. So I can mostly skip over this. We created CHERIoT as a scaled-down CHERI implementation for embedded systems. It's open source. It's maintained by multiple vendors. Louis-Emile mentioned one of the formal verification efforts done on it on the IBEX, which was our first implementation. IBEX was optimized for area. So we were trying to show that a production quality core can be built that has very little area impact relative to one with no security. But we always wanted to have a broader spectrum of things, and actually our first implementation was based on Flute. This was not production quality, it was very much a research prototype. And the goal for CHERIoT was to be able to have an ISA that scales across the range of things people want to do in microcontroller cores. So the one that I'm introducing today was open sourced a short while ago by our friends at Microsoft, and we're collaborating with them very closely on getting it up to production quality. It's a 4 to 6 stage implementation. It looks quite like a sort of classic mid-90s CPU. It has a couple of pipelines for the simple operations, which includes most of the CHERI register-to-register operations, a pipeline for the difficult things like set bounds and multiply and divide and CSR writes, and a single load store pipeline, which also simplifies a lot of the traditional memory model issues that you get when you get past the microcontroller stage. So the core itself is somewhat less interesting in isolation than how it then positions CHERIoT in the broader ecosystem, because we now have 2 open source implementations of the same ISA. CHERIoT IBEX can be configured as 2 or 3 stages and gives you a sort of implementation space that overlaps roughly where ARM is with the Cortex M0 and M3. CHERIoT-Kudu is 4 to 6 stage, is dual issue, and that really gives us the same sort of range that ARM is covering with their high-end parts like the M7. So we have this full spectrum from low power, area optimized cores to higher performance, somewhat less area optimized cores. And this is all open source and available for multiple implementations. IBEX is much more mature. Kudu will get there in the next year. I think I've probably used up my 3 minutes.
Thank you very much.